Some Nirvana on the show. It is Rock 105.3. The actual Super Bowl is happening on Sunday. The day before is Emily's Super Bowl. Emily, you are freaking out.
Yes.
Supercross is in town, baby.
It sure is.
Yes,
it's going down.
Today is my Super Bowl, let's be honest.
Oh,
I'm very excited by my
yes.
favorite human being on the planet. I'm not kidding.
Oh, love.
I love her.
Love.
Juliana Daniell. Beck is in the house. I'm already stuttering.
Oh,
this
yeah, you are.
This is a lot. I mean, she. I feel like we're soulmates. Like, it's a whole thing. I only get to see her once a year, though. It's ridiculous. I don't know why we don't meet up more, Juliana, to be honest with you. Now, Juliana used to be Miss Supercross. Yes. Then we got rid of Miss Supercross because we've changed with the times. And now, Juliana, you are everything Supercross. You report. You're in the mix of things. I mean, you do everything but ride, basically.
That is
and
true.
you even
Maybe
do that
that's
sometimes.
next.
There you go. Let's get in there.
Maybe that's
yes.
Who knows? Who knows? So, yes, we're excited for Supercross to be back in town tomorrow. It's going to be a fun event out there. Now, we were talking off the air. What happens if it rains?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
My response was, is it going to be nothing?
What else? What do you mean?
Yeah, I was asking you.
So what?
Yeah, I was asking you, so what are you going to be under a tent? You got, because like I ordered my son up. He's got his rain suspenders. I ordered him up a new parka. Because we're like...
What are rain suspenders?
I don't know. Some pants. It's just some pants.
Like, yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, what do we got working on? Like, what's going on?
We act show ready. I mean, we all have washers and dryers at home. So.
See, they're not San Diegans. They don't. When it rains, they don't freak out like we shut down life.
It's embarrassing.
All right, California, you guys need to get with it. It's a little rain. You might get a little wet. Get a poncho.
Yes.
We have stuff at the merchandise stands you guys can pick up if you need. But no, it's business as usual for us. We have our rain boots. We have umbrellas if you want. You have rain jackets, and you just do your thing. And if you get a little bit, if you get a little bit misty, whatever, put a hat on. I don't know. My hair might be a little frizzy tomorrow.
Oh no!
It's what it is.
Oh my God! That's really the tragedy.
That's crazy.
To be honest.
Oh no!
I'm nervous about that.
But I mean, honestly, like the rain, it has. How many have we had already this season? Like we're veterans now with the rain, and it kind of keeps it interesting. You know, it gives the riders something else to have to deal with. It gives us something else to get to talk about, and you know, some of these guys actually like the rain.
Really? It helps them.
Yeah, like an Aaron Plessinger, he loves the rain.
Really?
He loves the
Really?
Even Chad. Chad is another one that's like, he likes to deal with the... Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah. And you only know that name because Emily named her son after Chad Reed. That's the only
Reed. Yeah.
Why are you guys embarrassing me?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You did good, Eddie.
I
did good.
I know.
You said it so confident.
Well, you know, I just didn't want to just say Chad for the audience. Clearing it up, you know.
But no, rain, it doesn't matter. They're going to be out there. We're going to be out there. The pits will still be open. It's going to be...
Well, it's interesting because in, like, horse racing, there are horses that like a muddy track. That they run better.
Right.
And so it's got to be the same way, I'm sure, for certain riders that, hey, listen, they just do better in certain conditions.
Absolutely, because some of these riders who are East Coast, you know, they deal with rain, they deal with colder, they deal with even snow sometimes. You know, the West Coasters don't get too much rain.
we don't know what happens.
But I mean, they've all been in it. There's been mud races, we've had them before in the past. It's going to be fun.
No big deal.
Come out
yes,
anyways.
relax,
Don't be scared.
everybody.
I have a question.
Yes.
So Jason Anderson has been living in San Diego.
Eddie, stop it.
And I follow him on Instagram, and I've been noticing Mr. Anderson and has been doing a little bit of partying a lot lately, and I've heard like buzzing that's affecting his season. Do you have any say on that?
Oh, that's a deep question.
And why would you call the guy out for that?
That's so messed up.
No, it's kind of like I've heard people talking about it. So that's why I was just wondering, is that like something that people are talking about or not?
I have not heard that.
Oh, okay.
But the thing with Anderson is he's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He's not going to do stuff that's going to affect his career in a negative way. And from what I've known, like how old are these kids?
Yeah, you're right.
They're going to have fun. They're
That's
not
exactly
stupid.
what I was thinking.
But in all honesty, like he's not stupid. He's the reigning champ. Like, why is he going to do something that's going to negatively affect his career?
Come on.
And even if they get tested all the time. First of all, like
really?
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh God,
they're
all the
athletes.
time.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like even if he's doing having a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
I don't
What's the
know.
big deal, man?
I know, and I'm the last person to judge.
I know.
I'm not judging.
I will say this though. I actually did talk to him the other day about him getting injured, and he was like, I'm super bummed. And he's actually going to be at the race tomorrow, probably in the pits too, doing autograph signings. He said so. He is bummed, but I don't think it's anything that happened outside. It's.
I was just meaning to ask you.
Have you ever been the best at something?
Yes.
There's a lot, and you guys
I'll let you know, Juliana.
Y'all are all here, so come on, you're sitting in this chair.
Yeah, number one radio show.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was referring to.
So,
What's up?
It's a lot of pressure. So I think that people are always looking for a reason. Oh, he must be doing something outside of.
Yeah.
It's not that. Come on, give him a break.
Yeah, this isn't Johnny Manziel with you.
Whoever is saying that, like that's kind of shady. Haters, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
And not everyone's gonna have the best race every weekend, and don't blame it on something else. It could just be an off day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Leave him alone.
I'm leaving him alone. I just want to get to the bottom of it.
No, I have not heard that.
What do you got?
Thor.
Juliana, do you ever get on one of the bikes and ride the track?
No, I'm not allowed.
Are you not
Yeah, come
allowed?
on, bro.
No. Sometimes they'll come out with the little minis and they're like, Juliana, get on. I'm like, I'm not gonna kick the kid off the bike and be like, let me get on your bike.
Yeah.
I'll move
You should
over.
do it. You should do it.
I rode a Mini.
Is that right?
Oh god.
Oh, you did.
I'll look cocky over there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
nightmare.
You know what
I
you're
was
talking
on this
about, Thor.
Mini.
Yeah.
It was like a 5cc thing.
That's,
And,
that's like a doctor
That's
term.
not a thing.
What?
Yeah.
And I was going down a hill in South Park, San Diego, and I revved the engine too much and flipped up and I rolled down the hill and
Oh
had
my
stitches
god. I
in
would
my
Yeah, I
pay.
wouldn't.
I'd pay
I
so
wouldn't.
much money to
It's
see
pretty
that.
bad.
I wouldn't admit to that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't tell that story.
No, I
Hey,
agree.
come on.
Monster Energy AMA Supercross coming to town tomorrow at Petco Park. Our girl Juliana Daniell in studio hanging out with us. Now, Juliana, I have to talk to you about something that, again, I follow you on Instagram, so I know everything about you. It's kind of creepy, I'll be honest. But tragedy struck last year where I don't know that I was going to be able to handle this, Juliana.
Tragedy
What?
struck.
It was the
I know
most
it's coming.
devastating moment, maybe of my life.
Oh my God.
What?
The moneymaker was hurt.
No.
The moneymaker was almost nearly destroyed.
Fine.
It was almost destroyed.
Her
Wait,
beautiful
can you show us
rear
that
end.
again?
Yes.
Wait, I
Can you
did.
show
Yeah,
us
we didn't
that
see it
again?
first.
I
The
didn't
first
see it
time.
the first time.
We had
We weren't ready.
a major incident on the ski slopes.
With her booty?
That's
Where-
right.
Oh, I've been waiting to talk to Juliana about this for, when did this happen? Like 7 months ago? I mean, it was a while ago, right?
It was Salt Lake Supercross.
Yes. So
What?
Juliana goes out, has a fun day on the slopes. Everything's going great.
Yeah?
When what happened?
All right. Okay, so oh my god, I even did a live stream. Did you not tune into?
I watched the whole thing. I know what's going on, but believe me, I want to inspect it, make sure everything's okay.
Inspect it.
Just to make sure she's okay.
Are you a doctor?
I could be.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No, that was my third time ever skiing.
Okay.
I didn't grow up skiing. When I was
Yeah.
in college, we signed a contract with the NCAA that says you will not ski.
Yeah, listen, Juliana's a massive athlete. She used to be an NBA dancer. I mean, she's done.
Thank
Your
you.
career has been incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate
I know a
that.
lot about her.
A little much.
Yeah, so
Oh
I
my
grew up.
God,
I
I'm
grew
seeing
up.
this picture right now. Damn.
Allie!
Wait for it. Wait
Okay,
for it,
I
guys.
gotta hear
Let's
it. I gotta hear it.
Okay,
I gotta
This
hear it.
tragic story.
Long story not short because I can never make it short. Basically, the third time skiing, I'm not a huge fan of skiing, but whatever. I always just go because it's fun.
Yeah.
The guy that always takes us at Snowbird knows there's like certain parts of the mountain that I refuse to ski down because it's just too steep, and I'm
Sure.
like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get hurt.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What's the point in doing
Right,
it?
right.
And I didn't have health insurance last year.
Oh no.
So, minor detail.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me be really careful. So actually, that is not true. I actually had it, but it was the year before. But anyways, regardless.
Listen,
Yeah.
They
bottom
still
line,
didn't pay- they still didn't pay for
I'll
anything.
pay
They
to
still
ensure
didn't
that.
pay for
Okay.
Okay.
Eddie? Wait.
We need
get
a
weird.
policy on that
Okay.
thing.
Eddie?
So
Yeah, go.
there's one part of the mountain that he knows I won't ski down. So we were coming up to it, and he was like, "Okay, Juliana, like, let's just not go to this hill." Mind you, prior to me going, I was like, "I don't really want to ski this morning. Like, let me just go down like my normal route." He goes, "Well, the tram's closed, but there's another way to get down." Great. So we ended up having to go to the route that I don't like, which is
Oh,
kind of like
no.
a black
Oh,
Oh,
on
gosh.
God.
most mountains, but on this one that's considered a blue.
Okay.
But it's not. It's
Yeah.
a black. So we get to this one part, and I'm like, okay, great, I have to go this way. Okay, so I'm going this way. We get to the point where he's like, okay, you're not going to want to ski down these two hills. So what I do is I just unclip my skis. I hand them to, his name's Brian, and I just slide down on my butt
Oh.
because I'm not scared, and I don't care. So the first hill comes, I slide down it, and the second one, he's like, okay, you're going to want to slide down this one too. And I'm like, all I see is I look over, and it's just like this infinity like view, and I'm going, well, that's kind of steep, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever. So I get over there and I'm like, oh, I have to Insta story this. So I'm like this with my phone, I'm like scooting to the edge, and I'm like, my God, this is really steep. I'm like, but I mean, I have to get down somehow, right? So Jenny Taft, who used to be one of our hosts, she starts skiing down first. Then one of our other front office guys starts skiing down behind her. And I'm like, okay, well, they went, like, here's my turn.
What are you going to do?
So I start scooting forward, and I'm, like, getting ready to go. And I start going down the hill, and I'm like, first of all, this is not snow, it's ice, number one.
Oh, God.
Number two, then I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going really fast. and I'm like, I can't slow down.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I have to, like, figure out how to slow down because I don't know where I'm going to end. So I'm like, okay, so now my phone is like, whatever. So I, like, fling my hands over to try to, like, turn over to try to get some traction because I'm trying to dig my boots and nothing's stopping me. Mind you, now I'm like half over, my legs won't come. So I'm like fighting the mountain with my hands.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And all of a sudden, I like turn my face around like this, and I see Jenny cutting back across the hill, and I'm like, oh my God, Jenny took her out.
Oh!
No.
Just took her out. So
Because you can't stop.
I can't stop.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know I'm coming.
Oh, God.
So I take her out. All of her stuff yard sales. So she goes flying, I go flying. We end up at the bottom.
Yeah.
And initially they thought that I cut on like ice because it literally was all ice. So then when I get to the bottom, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, Jenny, I'm so sorry. Like, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. Like, I might like hurt my arm, but I'm fine. And I was like, are you sure? I was like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't stop, this and that. And then she's like, Juliana, I think you're bleeding. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not, it's fine. She goes, no, like, I really actually think you're bleeding. And I look like all my leg, and mind you, now there's like this massive pile of blood just sitting on the mountain. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I am bleeding. And
you probably didn't feel it because your butt was so cold.
I literally didn't feel it at all. And then the worst part was that they made me get in that stupid gurney thing.
Oh, embarrassing.
And I was like, I'm not getting in it. I said, I refuse. I will walk down. And they were like, you can't. They're like, we have to bandage you up. I'm like, bandage me up? What, here?
I'm looking at your Instagram right now. That is a gnarly cut.
It's a good, 8 inches deep?
Emily.
It's massive.
Oh, I know.
And it's on the money maker.
Yeah.
It was on her booty.
Honestly, the first picture is like gross and amazing all at the same time.
Yeah.
Gross
I was in tears. I was in tears.
I mean, I just was laughing. So mind you, like the ski guys come up and I'm like, they're like trying to like figure out. I'm like, do you guys? Do you want me to just take the pants off? And they're like, well, I mean, we'll make it easier. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
they're brilliant.
This is fine. So turns out that it was actually Jenny's ski that I hit.
Went into your...
like, gashed my
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So then, like at the bottom of the hill, like when they finally put me in the dumb thing and like took me down. They were joking in the ski resort where the doctors were. They were like, well, you know, she does like fitness modeling and stuff. And the doctor was like, oh, so do you do any like bikini or, you know, type shoots? And I was like, I mean, occasionally.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
And then she thought I was kidding. And then she goes, oh, wait, you really do? And she goes, I want to send you to a plastic surgeon. I don't want to do this. And I was like, wait, you really? Yeah. She was like, yeah, sorry. So then we had to go to another place, like 30 minutes away, to a plastics, and he stitched it up, but
you have a reminder there. You have a reminder there.
It's going to be with me for life. And it's like a dent. I have like an indentation in my butt.
Wow!
No.
Hey, let me tell you something though, Juliana. It doesn't ruin anything.
Oh.
It's still amazing.
Oh, so
You're
sweet.
still amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a shocker to my system. I felt like I went through it with you.
Oh my God.
Eddie, are you okay?
I'm okay now.
You know what, Eddie? We don't go back to Salt Lake this year. So
No, thank God. Thank God. I don't want you out there ever again.
Would you go to Denver?
Don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have the greatest time out at the Supercross event, AMA Supercross, going out at Petco Park tomorrow night.
Good.
Rain or shine.
Really come see us. This is going to be really good racing.
How about I give away a pair of tickets right now?
Hey!
Yes, 570-1053. Give us a call right now. We'll hook up with a pair of tickets with Fan Fest passes as well. That's a super awesome time, right?
Oh my gosh, that's when you get to be up close and personal with the riders. They do autographs. Some of them even give out stuff that
oh my God.
other people can't.
Like a helmet? No,
You
that's
know
not
what?
crazy.
You know
That's
what,
not
though?
crazy.
Honestly, though, sometimes if it's like a super fan, some of these kids who have it, they'll give it. They'll get it.
Yeah,
Wow.
they
They'll
will.
give
They're
their
so nice.
goggles.
Cool
They're
guys,
so
man.
nice.
They're the best.
Like my
They
boy
really-
Chad Reed.
You know what? He actually
Or
does a
Jason
whole.
Aldean.
He
No.
does a whole, he does a whole VIP thing for his fans.
That's awesome.
And he actually does give away his championship memorabilia.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, Juliana, always fun seeing you.
Yeah,
Thank
love
God
you
you're
all.
okay. Thank
I
God
love
you're okay.
seeing y'all. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for having me.
Of course. Guess